I want to continue offline right now, but what is happening? Good evening to all of you, and welcome back to another awesome video. Today we've got Dreamlight Valley episode 20, and I I know I can easily update the game first, but I want to stream first, and then we'll update the game afterwards. So yeah, we're gonna do that today. We're gonna finish our little thing of chasing the wind and the frozen and all that fun jazz with the cast of Frozen, and we're gonna get some stuff that we need from them. And my control is a little weird today, but you know, it's okay. That's nothing new, you know, nothing too worrisome, if you will, but we're gonna take care of that. And also get into a few things that we're gonna kind of discuss today, since a few things have happened. So we'll get into that, and I'll get into them once we get the stream going and get the ball and chain rolling and hit the ground running. Yeah, for whatever reason, when I'm like hitting down on my left stick, my L stick, it just like walks so weird, but yet when I do up, it's fine. But here, it's like a weird framing. I don't know. My stick is weird. Maybe that's it? Was that blocking it? I don't know. Something was blocking it. Maybe that was it. I don't know. Something was blocking it, perhaps. Might have been the rubber. I have no idea. I don't know, guys. Oh, maybe. Wait. Wait. If it's down, so if it's down at the center, it's weird. But if it's not centered, then I don't know. Fuck, I don't know. I don't know, guys. Sometimes this thing's low, whatever. But anyways, I'm gonna wait for a few of you to tune in and jump in, and then we'll get into some not like heavy topics, but we're gonna kind of talk about some stuff. And I thought, you know what? Why not? Let's bring this stuff up. Wally, I don't have time for you. I'm trying to think here. I need to go to my little workstation, right? No. Yeah, I need to go to my workstation, I think. Yeah. If I remember how to do iron. No, it doesn't show me how to do iron. I'll have to look at it myself personally. I'll have to personally see how to do the iron stuff. So let's see. First things first, let's see what's new and what's poppin'. Good to see you again, Tom. Welcome back again. I do feel bad that you couldn't stream, unfortunately, for any of you that did try to tune into Tom's stream earlier this morning. And we're hoping for him to stream on YouTube or Twitch. Unfortunately, that kind of acted up, and now hopefully tomorrow you guys can check it out, and hopefully, you know, you guys can have a good time. I know Mage did something with you guys, so that was kind of nice of him. So props to Mage Wolf, and shout out to Mage Wolf. Shout out. Shout out. Shout out. Did I skip over the close already? Okay, good, it did. Yeah, okay, I'm offline. That's fine. It's fine. I'm offline. That's okay. I am not worried about that. I need foraging. Iron. No, hold on. It's the ingots, the ingots, whatever they're called. I need to make those things. How do I do that? How do I make some iron in here? Yeah. That's right. Yeah, that's right. Anywho, feel free to leave anything you'd like in the chat during this, Tom, and anyone else that does tune in. Feel free to, you know, leave stuff in the chat. And if you're catching us out on the replay, feel free to leave stuff in the comment section. Where's the ingots? Seriously, where's the ingots? The ingots? The ingoos? Am I missing something? Is it in a different section? Ingredients, maybe. I don't remember. It's been a minute since I've done this, but it's okay. We're gonna figure this out together. Crafting, that's where to be. Right. I need coal and I need those iron pieces, so the iron ore. Cool. And iron ore is usually kind of in those sharp rock-like things that we were just picking at and mining for. Mine, boys, mine for the taking, and dig, boys, dig for... That's it. Actually, let's stop. Usually they're in stuff like this. I know they are. Most of the time, they are. Okay, I was gonna say I'm touching a lamppost right now. I know there's stuff. I'm not crazy. Well, half the time I am, but half the times I'm not. Ooh. What's that echo? The echo. The winds of change are here. If you guys know what that's from, feel free to leave it in the chat. Actually, you know what? Don't leave it in the chat. I want to see how many people are gonna guess what that's from. I would love to know how many people guess that right and wrong. So you know what? Do leave that in the chat. So yes, do leave that in the chat, please and thank you. I'd appreciate that. I am curious to see what you guys all think. And we don't have enough for that, which is okay. That's not the point of it. The point of today's mission and today's episode is to finish up the Frozen things. And we're going to finish up the Frozen story, or the Frozen plot, or the Frozen thing, you know. Electric Boogaloo, I don't know, whatever. And don't worry, people, I know that some of you might be asking and thinking about, did I see the Gamer Award? What was it? Not the Gamer Awards. Well, actually, I did see the Game Awards. But no, the GameCon, RenderCon, whatever con that happened today, I did see parts of it, and I did see some trailers that were dropped, and, you know, some games that were mentioned and things that happened, so I did see some of it. Shout out to Brady on YouTube for not you what? What? This action requires you to be connected to an online server. Do you want to connect? No, because I feel like then I would lose this, and I don't want to all of a sudden lose this. Let's just continue for now. Let's just continue for now. Because I don't want to abruptly interrupt the stream again. I don't want to abruptly interrupt the stream. So we're just going to continue just staying offline for now. Some money. And then I'll update it later. So don't worry, people. I just don't want to, you know, risk it. I don't want to be risky. I don't want to be Tom Cruise in risky business. I don't want to be Cuban Gooding Jr. in risky business. Anyways, enough risky business referencing. Even though it's not really referencing it, it's just... Anyways, so no, I know some of it that happened. I know some of the stuff that did happen, and shout out to Brady, who's, if you go check out Brady Power on YouTube, he did a little reaction video and I started watching it, and I saw some trailers that I was like, oh, that's interesting. And I think it's interesting enough that the Lego Batman the Legacy of the Dark Knight was featured during that whatever award thing it is, I don't know, whatever it's called, GamerCon, whatever pee pee poo poo baba booey shit it is. Point is, it happened, and I was like, oh, this is cool. And I saw the trailer for the Legacy of the Dark Knight, and I think it's pretty great that we're getting technically a Lego Batman 4. We haven't gotten a Lego game what feels like in ages. The last one we got was the Skywalker Saga, and that came out, I think, before the pandemic, or in like 2021 or 2022, I think, something like that. All I know is that, really, why does it feel like it's been longer since we've not had a Lego game? Holy crap. Wow, feels like it's been almost 5 years since we haven't had a Lego game. Damn. Only 2 years? Really? Really? 2? Only 2? Jesus. Because it's been longer than that. I don't know why. Maybe it's been a while since we haven't had a Lego Batman game, perhaps, since the last one was 2018, and we're almost coming up on 10 years with that game. So maybe that's why. Maybe it's been a while since we have had a Lego Marvel game or anything other than just Lego Star Wars. I don't know. I'm not counting the I'm not gonna frickin' count the Lego Zero Dawn Horizon game, because I mean I could count it, but at the same time I don't want to count it at the moment. The point being is that it's been what feels like a long time since we've ever, you know, touched base with Traveler's Tales and that game company. So that I think is interesting. The Arkham games like Arkham Knight, Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, Arkham Origins, and I think that's really clever because it gets people that really love the Arkham games to be like, oh my gosh, it's Lego Arkham, but also for younger audiences that are maybe too young to play an Arkham game can experience what Arkham Asylum is like, and those takedowns and the combat skills, and it's a much more different approach, and it's kind of cool. So I kind of love it. My thing that I really wanna see, and I hope it will deliver, is if I know this is so stupid, but I feel like every Lego game should have this, and that is give us a good customization. Give us a good customization, custom character system. I feel like we haven't had one in a good-ass minute. I think the last one we probably had that was decent was Lego Marvel Superheroes 2, and that was 2017. And I think Lego Batman 3 came out in 2016 or 2018? I don't remember. Oh no, hold on. Back up a second. Back up. When did Lego DC Supervillains come out? When did that come out? That's what I just thought of. My math might be off and might be wrong. I know for a fact that 2017 was Lego Marvel Superheroes 2, because that was during the whole writer's strike. There was like a voice actors writer's strike. I remember that happened during that. Oh, Pua. Is there anything I can eat? Oh, perfect. I have blueberries. That's what I exactly need. Can't eat sand. Cherries. Fuck it. Let's eat cherries. I don't know what that is about. What are you over here? Hello. Are you extra space? Because I could use some. Iron ore. We do have iron ore. Interesting. I need more coal. That's what I need. Is coal. And I have iron. Great. Do I have more coal? Oh, I do have coal. What more? How many more do I need? I need 2 more. Let's see if we can try and get one going. But anyways, I remember that was during 2017. 2018, I know for a fact, was Lego Incredibles, because the Lego Incredibles game came out the same time around when Incredibles 2 was released in theaters. Kind of was harking on, hey, let's do the first Incredibles game and also do the second Incredibles game. I need 5 more. Okay, but I do have enough coal. Good. I just need to keep looking for more iron ore. And then when did DC Supervillains come out? That's my question. Because Batman 3 came out in 2017 or 2018, and then I think 2021 or 2022 was the Skywalker saga. And then now, actually not even now, what is it? 2026 we're gonna get a new Lego Batman game. So right around the time of the new year. That's actually pretty cool. So, way to go, Traveler's Tale. DC Supervillains was in 2018. Okay, I was close. I was thinking in my head it was 2019, but no, I was off, but kind of close. Trying to think where else iron ore would be. I feel like I gotta go higher. Oh, actually, yeah, I do have to go higher.
Time to make some money.
Not right now, Scrooge, old boy. And don't worry, I'm not gonna go without the. I'm not gonna go with the stream without a thumbnail. So don't worry, guys. I have a really good thumbnail. Not to toot my own horn or anything, but just you know, calling it spade a spade. Just calling it like I see it. But I think that's gonna be really cool. I think it's gonna be lots of fun. This new Lego game. I think it's gonna be awesome. I think people are gonna be super excited. I know I'm gonna be super excited in one way or another. So I'm happy about it. And that's all I really remember from the gamer thing that just happened. Expo, Evo, whatever happened today. I don't know. I just know that that was cool. And I feel like I'm forgetting something, but I know I am. So I think that's gonna be really fun. That's gonna be cool. Oh yeah, apparently Pac-Man and Sonic are gonna cross over in the next game or something to that extent. So I thought that was an interesting choice of I guess not marketing, but just a choice. It's an interesting choice and just an interesting observation to make. That's all. That's all I say. That's all I ask. But I am shocked that there hasn't been any news about Kingdom Hearts 4. If we're talking about games in general, I think that's kind of very unfortunate because we haven't had anything of what's happening with that game and what's the plan? Like, what's the plot? When are we getting Kingdom Hearts 4? Is it gonna happen anytime soon? What's the holdup, Disney? Like, what are you doing? You're doing Square Enix, Disney. What are you doing with yourselves? You're sleeping and slacking on this here. We're sleeping on something that really should be, you know, not prioritized, but hey, what's happening in the world of Kingdom Hearts? My favorite Lego game. Fuck, no, I'm just kidding. I do want to say Lego Marvel Superheroes 2 just because it is one of the first Lego games I got for like for the more PlayStation console, but I think overall I think it would be the Skywalker Saga, like the first one. No, not the Skywalker Saga, the complete saga. That's it. That's what I was looking for. The complete saga. And that's my favorite one. I think that's my favorite game. My favorite Lego game. I think still to this day. I know it's a little still, you know, it just only covers the prequels and the original trilogy. But I think that's all you need is the prequels and the original trilogy. I think that's it. I know that the newer games like the Force Awakens game and the Skywalker Saga cover, you know, the Mandalorian. It covers Rogue One. It covers the new trilogy. But let's be real. We all just we just want the prequels. We just want the original trilogy, and that's it. Let's be fair. Let's be honest here, guys. Let's be honest. Come on. Don't lie to yourselves. Don't lie to yourselves. I think how would I rank them? Like from the games, the Lego games that I've played from DS to PlayStation, most of my childhood has been DS platform Lego games. I will say, and then Lego Marvel Avengers and Lego Marvel Superheroes 2 was the first two games I ever got for PlayStation, because that was when I got that, like when I got Lego Marvel Avengers, that was when the first time I got my PS3. And then when I got Lego Marvel Superheroes 2, that was the first time I got my PS4. So, it just kind of, it's like almost comes full circle a little bit. But when it came to the DS, I had Lego Batman 1, Lego Batman 2, Lego Star Wars The Complete Saga. I had the Clone Wars, I had Indiana Jones, I had Pirates of the Caribbean, and I had Lego Marvel Superheroes 1. And I hated the DS version of Lego Marvel Superheroes 1, because there was no customization, there was no free roam. It was so weird. So that when I saw the console version, like for Wii and Wii U and PlayStation, I was thinking to myself, why doesn't the DS version like port that. I was like, that is so dumb, because what's a key thing when it comes to Lego games is free roam and customizations, and that's like, those are key things when it comes to a Lego game that you need. But leaving out that aside, I'm trying to think how would I, like, not rank them, but I'm trying to think. My favorite definitely is the Complete Saga. I think after that would be Lego Batman 2. I think after that would be the Clone Wars, and then it would be, I think, Lego Marvel Superheroes 2. And then the Avengers. No, you know what? No. You know what I'll do? I'll put the Lego Marvel Avengers game above Lego Marvel Superheroes 2, because I actually did like that they did the MCU. They at least did the first Avengers movie, and they did the second Avengers film. I thought that was awesome, you know. And they had the DLC for Civil War. And I'm so surprised Disney has not done a Lego Marvel or Lego MCU Infinity Saga. When are we getting that? It has been 10 years, almost 20 years of the MCU's Infinity Saga, and I feel like we are sleeping on that idea. I would kill if we had, you know, we did Lego Marvel, or we did Lego the MCU, and it was called the Infinity Saga, and you do all the games, not all the games, all the movies from Iron Man to Avengers Endgame. How awesome would that be? You do Iron Man, Incredible Hulk, Iron Man 2, Thor, Captain America the First Avenger, the First Avengers, Iron Man 3, Thor Dark World, Captain America the Winter Soldier, Guardians of the Galaxy, Ant-Man, Age of Ultron, Doctor Strange, Civil War, Spider-Man Homecoming, Thor Ragnarok, what am I forgetting? Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, Black Panther, Ant-Man and Wasp, Infinity War, Captain Marvel, then Avengers Endgame. 22 movies, and maybe you include Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. as DLC, and maybe you include Daredevil as DLC, and that is a masterpiece of an idea. Just throwing it out there, Yellow Shoes. Please give me a little bit of revenue after that. Thank you very much. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Although, if you guys want to. But I am kidding. I am kidding. Repeat, I am kidding. Anywho, just saying. Just saying. Just throwing that out there. Let me see how many irons do I have now. Did you play the first Lego Marvel Superheroes? Yeah, I did, for the DS. It sucked. It sucked. I don't have it for PS. I didn't have it for the PlayStation version or the bigger consoles like Wii U. I got the DS version, and it kind of sucks because it literally just lets you play the missions. It lets you do it makes you do story mode and free play, and that's it. You can't free roam, you can't customize, and I was like, this is like, I wasted, like, not a waste of money, but I thought to myself, what is the big idea here? But maybe one day I'll get it for the PlayStation, but we'll see. It's not something I've thought about like ASAP and immediately. I need 2 more. Okay. And then we just... Actually, you know what? I'm going to need more than 2, because I'm going to need that for 2 more. So that'd be great. Whatchamacallit. Yeah, I would love if they did an MCU game. But yeah, I would put Lego Marvel Avengers above Lego Marvel Superheroes 2. I'd put it above it, because I like that we got to, you know, reenact the Avengers movie and then Age of Ultron. That was just awesome for me. That was cool. And then I know it's just easy just slap paycheck there, but it's just cool having, you know, the Lego scenarios integrated with the MCU dialogue. Like, you have moments of the big battle of New York, and there's Loki and Tom Hiddleston giving his big speech, and he's like, I am a god, you Dow creature, and then Hulk throws him around, you know, recreating iconic moments and so much other stuff. It's perfect. It's great. It's awesome. I love it. I think it's underrated too, by the way. I think people are sleeping on it. Ooh, there's more down here. Interesting. So I'll say, I said the Complete Saga, Lego Batman 2, Clone Wars, Lego Batman, I keep wanting to call it the MCU, Lego Marvel Avengers, Lego Marvel Superheroes 2, Lego Pirates of the Caribbean, then Indiana Jones. And that's not counting Lego Marvel Superheroes 1. Because I've played it, I just don't want to count it because that was the DS version of it. And I can't go just based off the DS version of it. But that's it. I've played 9 Lego games in my entirety so far. Oh, no, I haven't. I've played 10. I've played 10, actually. Yeah. The Harry Potter games Bella and I started. Yeah. Okay. Let's rework this now. So, the complete saga, Lego Batman 2, Clone Wars, Lego Batman 1, Lego Marvel Avengers, Lego Harry Potter, and that's not counting the individual ones, that's just literally counting the complete, like, remastering, or the complete collection with years 1 through 4, and then years 5 through 8. No, yeah, 5 through 8. So, I'd say that is my I'd say that one next. Then Lego Marvel Superheroes 2. And I throw in the Harry Potter games above Lego Marvel Superheroes 2, even though I love the story of Kang and the multiverse and time traveling with Lego Marvel 2 more than Harry Potter. I'm going to give it to Harry Potter more because I do like, you know, like the reoccurring reenacting of the Harry Potter movies. And plus, it's old style. It's the old style Lego games, kind of like how they used to do the Lego sound effects. Like, it wasn't later on until they developed the dialogue and developed actual voice acting. It was still the classic like stuff like that. Like it's great, and just matching it with like Harry and then Hermione and then there's Snape and then Voldemort, and it's awesome. Then it would be Pirates of the Caribbean after Lego Marvel 2. Then it'd be Pirates of the Caribbean. Then it'd be Indiana Jones. So, yeah. But yeah, we're gonna do another one tonight, Mage Wolf. We are not doing one tomorrow morning because I have work tomorrow. Maybe after work. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. So yeah. But this was kind of like not planned, but I was asking Brandon, I was like, hey Brandon, I was like, you think I should stream? And he's like, what do you think? And I'm like, I'm asking you, like, I like taking suggestions from you guys. Like, I know I'm a grown-ass man, but, you know, I still like getting suggestions and inputs and, you know, like, what do you guys recommend and suggest, you know. I like advice sometimes. It's sometimes fun hearing different perspectives on stuff a little bit. I always do that at work too. I always like hearing different people's perspectives and opinions. Like I literally almost have like a daily question almost every time I go into work, or a weekly question for everybody, and I always like hearing everyone's take on it. Like, for example, I was asking people at work about, I was saying of if anyone could get rid of a movie from existence, like if you can Thanos snap a movie from existence, what movie would that be? And everyone's going around, I'm listening to everyone like going about it, not like all at once, but I went to people individually asking them whether they would get rid of. And one of my coworkers was like, what about you? And I'm like, it doesn't matter to me. I just like hearing what you guys think. It's just great. It's entertaining to me. It's fun. It's kind of funny because I'm like, oh, that's an interesting take, or, oh, you know, I kind of agree, or, hey, that's a hot take, you know. It's just, it's opinions like that I kind of enjoy whenever I just randomly ask questions at work, like shit like that. Or I asked recently, what did I ask recently? I asked some people about if they could take a superhero, like any superhero from any comic, and insert them into a horror movie, what character would that be, and what horror movie would that be? And there was some really good ones. Like, someone said, oh, I think this would be a little overpowering, but like put Omni-Man in the Texas Chainsaw movies. I was like, holy shit, that'd be awesome. And just, you know, again, different perspectives and just different little inputs. They're just so, it's funny to me. sometimes how people kind of think. And another one I asked people was, I said to everyone at work, or for most people at work, I said, what's a movie that people should watch? Like, if you went up to a stranger and said, you should watch this, and some of the choices that people said were really cool to me. I was like, okay. Like, one that really shook me was there was a lot of people that said Real Steel. I was like, really, Real Steel? And I was like, okay. I was like, I kind of like that, but it's not one I would pick because I thought to myself, Real Steel, you know, it didn't do so good. Not a lot of people really liked the film, but I'm like, hey, like, it's got a fan base, or it's got a cult following, so I think that's interesting to me. So like, I think like maybe 3 people might have said Real Steel. I was like, holy shit. I was like, that's 3 in a row. Damn. I was like, okay. I was like, that's awesome. So I always like different perspectives and suggestions with stuff. I don't know, it's just something cool. The first game did that was Lego Batman 2. For what? Customization? Or oh no, the dialogue. The dialogue. Yeah, you're right. That's right, Tommy. That's right, Tom. Actually, I should stop calling you Tommy for reasons, but personal. But we're not gonna get into that. I keep forgetting. But Tom. Plus, because you are the OG Tom. You are the Tom. Well, you're a Tom, I should say. You know what? You're my Tom. That's what you are. Because there are a lot of Toms out there, but you're the one and only on over here. So, yeah. Anyways, what was I gonna say? Yeah, that's right. Because I remember Troy Baker was Yeah, Troy was Batman. That was like one of the first few times he was Batman. And then Travis Kimmelman, or I can never say that guy's last name, was Superman, and I think he was such a perfect Superman with the whole hey there Batman, you need some help here, it's me, Superman. You know, that goody two shoes, like, such deep voice of like, don't worry citizen, I'll help you, you know, like that type of voice was so perfect. I was like, I love it. I was like, this was such a good casting choice. And then no, wait, yeah, Troy was Batman, he was Joker. Yeah, that's right. And then Clancy was Lex. They got that. I love that because you can't go wrong with Clancy Brown. That was, yeah. Oh my gosh, yeah. Now it's all coming back to me. And then Steve Bloom has a I don't know if he has a voice credit, but he was Ra's al Ghul. And how I remember is because he gave the iconic Batman Begins line with the whole, you must become more than a man, you must become a Superman. No, wait, that's not it. A legend. Yes, a legend. And I was like, that's just too good. That's great. I love that so much. So that's that. But that's how I'd rank the Lego games, if I'm being frank. Not counting Lego Marvel 1. Sorry. Nothing personal to it. From your game history, you played Lego Ninjago, Lego Marvel Superheroes 2. Oh yeah! I started Lego Ninjago. Yeah, let's not talk about that. Let's not talk about that. Let's not talk about that. I mean, it's not a big deal, but just, it was like, yeah. Yeah, I kind of, yeah. Anywho, we're not gonna count that one. I forgot about it. And then I do have DC Supervillains. I just never played it. I downloaded it though. The game wasn't bad. Like, bear in mind, the game was not terrible. The experience was just awkward. So let's just put it at that. The game was good. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, the game itself was good because it was the Lego Ninjago movie. My only issue I had with that game itself was that it didn't have nothing to the actual TV show. Like, I wish it actually included some of the costumes from the TV show, or maybe levels from the TV show. Like, maybe, I don't know, have the Serpent Society or the Serpentine people, citizens, as a level, as a reference to the game, to the show, or I don't know. It mainly was centered around the 2017 movie, and I thought to myself, a missed opportunity could have had, you know, skins of the show, or like levels from the show and characters from the show. I don't know. It was just too. It was in its own head and up its own ass a little. I was like, oh man. But the experience was just awkward because let's just say it was not with the right person at the moment. So yeah. And the reason why I don't want to talk about it, I don't want to count Lego Ninjago, is because, well, I just don't want to count that anymore because and you know this, Mage, you know this, but I'm gonna say this a little bit on public and out public and online to you glorious people out there that are watching this on the YouTubes. Yeah, I knew I was with someone at the time that we played that game, and so when her and I basically no longer were a thing, anything that we did together or anything that she liked, I kind of basically distanced myself from, because I was like, anything that I like, any of those things that she liked, I kind of distanced myself I distanced myself from those things because in my brain it reminded me of her. That's why I never really touched on Harry Potter. And I even have that Harry Potter video I did years ago talking about that, hey, I finally watched the Harry Potter movies, and the reason why I never watched them all these years was because, well, she was into Harry Potter and we were going to watch those films together, but we never did. But because she was such a big fanboy, the moment we just basically broke up, I don't want to get into the whole situation of what happened, but not broke up, but you know, let's just say she didn't do a smart thing, really, and a very untrusting thing and a very unloyal thing. And so when I saw anything with Harry Potter, it pissed me off because it reminded me of her too much. And I was like, I kept looking the other way, and I always wanted to throw a rock at it because I was like, you know, this bitch literally, you know, talked about it like it was her love language, and her fucking ferret was named Draco, and it pissed me off. Well, not that it pissed me off, but you know, like over time it just grew like to the point where I was like, like it made me cringe. That's what it was. So I just didn't want to. I distanced myself from Harry Potter. But when Belle Dandy came into my life, she was like, I'm gonna have you watch those movies. I'm like, yeah, I don't know. She's like, just give them a chance. Just give them a shot. They're really good. And I'm like, okay. So we did. 2023. We went on vacation. And then we watched the movies like basically we watched all of those movies, all 4 of those days, from the morning when we were getting ready to go, and then when we came back to the hotel room. It was awesome, I'm not gonna lie, because it was great, and just it was just such an experience. And we finished Deathly Hallows. I think we finished Deathly Hallows Part 1 and 2 when we came back from vacation. And I remember because I said to Belle Dandy, I looked at her as we left after we finished Deathly Hallows Part 2, and I looked at her as she was taking me home. She said, no, I was like, is it weird I want to go back and watch them again? And she kind of chuckled and said, no. And I was like, thank God, because I actually would love to watch them again. I was like, she made them that great. I was like, okay, it was great actually sitting there with her, watching them, and the movies themselves are, for the most part, really good. So she shed a new light on me, and I was like, that was awesome. Anyways, we're going to try and find more of those iron thingies. But yeah, I forgot about the Ninjago game. But with the DC Supervillains game, I haven't played it yet. It's just like I have it downloaded. And don't worry, I do apologize. I see you, Philivora, yeah, Philivora. I appreciate you. Welcome to the stream, and we're just gonna do some Dreamlight Valley stuff, talk about some things, and if you wanna ask me questions or any suggestions or anything like that, then by all means, feel free. You know, the world is the oyster. Is this? Oh, never mind. Okay, I need that. I need that still. Can I eat this? Oh, thank fuck. That's a great idea. I need some Wheaties in me. There we go. I mean, anyway. Well, because she had a thing for Tom Felton, and I was like, ugh. I kind of cringed about it and rolled my eyes because she's like, you're just jealous, and I was like, no. And now, you know what? Let's stop because now I'm remembering shit. So let's stop. Anyways, yeah. But yeah, no. Bill Dendy, my fiance, my beloved, she gave me a new look at them, and we now, not currently, but whenever we've gone over her house, we'll sometimes play the Lego Harry Potter games. And I was like, that's awesome. And she was like, she even said to me, I got a really good deal on this game. I need you to guess the game, and it's a Lego game. And I was like, okay. I was going through each game, and she's like, you're forgetting one series. And I'm like, really? She's like, Harry Potter. And I was like, oh, like that's awesome, baby. And I was like, oh, that's great. She had a really good deal on them on the Switch. Like, she went to Nintendo eShop, and like, it was a good deal. I was like, damn. I was like, that is a good deal. Like, fucking A, you know? Like, good job. Good job to her. So. I would do DC Supervillains. It's just like, the thing is, I have it downloaded, and that is going to be a new series once we get through one of the series we have done. Because there's right now, when it comes to streams, my streams are not consistent. But when we do streams, the only series that I'm trying to finish up and wrap up is Dreamlight Valley, Security Breach, Spider-Man, and Ace Attorney. And right now, we're not going to be finishing up Dreamlight Valley because there's too much to do in this game. So this is going to be, and I said this to Tom earlier, this is going to be my longest series because we're probably going to be at like 120 episodes of Dreamlight Valley because this game just non-stop updates and adds characters and updates and so forth. So there's not going to be an end to it. But at least with Spider-Man, we're almost done with the DLC. Security Breach, I think we're at least a quarter. We got a quarter of it, or we're halfway done. I have no idea how much percentage is on the game. And then Ace Attorney is just the Phoenix Wright trilogy, and then we'd be done. And once one of those is complete, we go on to the next series. So we'll go back to Jedi Fallen Order, or we'll go back to Kingdom Hearts, or we'll go back to Bendy, or we'll start a new series, which we have. I have Lego DC Supervillains, I have Digimon, I have Ghostbusters, I have a bunch of games saved. There's maybe Xenoverse. There's also the possibilities I have that I've maybe played with and dabbled with offline and online and so forth. But yeah, once one of those games is complete, like if we finish Security Breach, maybe we'll do Lego DC Supervillains and so on and so forth. You know, we'll rinse and repeat. Like once a series is done, then we'll add a new series, and once another series is done, then we'll add another one. Yeah, I know. It's like Suicide Squad, but good because you actually play with actually great villains. You play with almost every single villain in existence. So. I'm just cutting. I'm like kind of like wasting time because I know there's more iron to be grabbing here. Because I've noticed the iron is usually in here, which is weird. Which is okay. And then hopefully we can start getting to the frozen stuff. That'd be great. Damn it. But we do have coal, which is great. That does help. The more coal, the better. Trying to think just for one quick second. That's all. Damn it. Dude, come on. There you go. Put your back into it. Come on. Come on, Mang. There we go. There's some more. Let's see if we can do it now. I'm trying to get enough so we can do 2, because we still need 2 more ingots. Ingots. However you pronounce it. I do not know. I do not care. I do not care. I am not a English teacher. And I don't know. I don't know if I'd be a great English teacher, if I'm being honest. I'd be surprised if someone said if I was. I'd laugh, actually. I'd just laugh. I'd be like, ha 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 ha. Well, not like that, but I'd laugh. Okay, so we can do it, but can we do... we can do 1 more, I think. I know I will. I have a good feeling about it. I have 100% a good feeling about it. I'm not a Pokemon person, nor am I a Digimon person, but I feel like Digimon, if I'm being honest, is a lot cooler. I think they have a better theme song, if I'm being honest. I know Pokemon's more iconic because of the whole Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all. But I think Digimon has such a more badass theme song with the whole Digimon, Digimon, Digimon monsters. It's just so 90s. It's so fucking cool. I wish I remembered what other games there were that I saw during that video. I didn't finish Brady Power's video, but I will after this for sure. I probably will. So, shout out to Brady Power. Brady, if you're watching this. I don't think he subbed to me. That's okay. And I don't know if he's... I don't know if he... No, I don't know if he even knows I got a channel still. It's okay, though. Me checking the online. Yeah, you're good. You're fine. You guys are chill. Another thing I will say, which is not related to games, but I think this is kind of a cool thing that I just still can't help but kind of think in my brain is so, like, not super amazing. Well, pun intended, but no pun intended with the whole super. But a few days ago, because, well, let's just put it this way. We're in August. And we're in August right now, and a lot of stores and a lot of companies and a lot of other places are over stuff promoting and all that jazz, right? So who else would be doing such a thing like that? Disney. So Disney does their Not So Scary Halloween early, and over in Disneyland, over in California, they have the Oogie Boogie Bash, which I kind of wish we had the Oogie Boogie Bash over here, but it's okay. We have Not So Scary Halloween. We have, you know, the castle shows, and I hope that they still do the villains thing at night, the mix and mingle, because there was one year that Magic Kingdom did this really cool villains night, or not villains night, but this villain night show at the castle, and there was this really great thing called mix and mingle, and it had this really sick, like, banger of a song with all the villains, and it's like, it was so good. Which God, it's good. But Disneyland has Oogie Boogie Bash, and they debuted Syndrome at Oogie Boogie Bash. And what's so cool about that is not only because we here are mega fans, or at least I'm a mega fan of Syndrome because he is the best Pixar villain out there. Don't come at me. You can come at me with Ernesto de la Cruz, but at the end of the day, Syndrome is our man. But I, not only that, but not that I'm going to take credit for this, but there was a video I did a while back saying, hey, here are a few mascot characters, or here are a few Disney characters that'd be great as mascot characters or walk-around characters. You know, those characters that you meet and greet at Disney World or at Disneyland and everything. And I've perhaps mentioned Syndrome in that list, and I might leave an annotation to that later on after this stream becomes a video, so you guys can go check that out and come back, check this out on the replay, catch the end of this, and then you'll be like, oh, that list, and then click, and then you go check it out. But I might have mentioned Syndrome at one point, and it's just kind of cool that at least California has Syndrome. Like, I would love it if we had him over here at Hollywood Studios with the Incredibles, because we already have Mr. Incredible, we already have Elastigirl, we have Frozone, we have Edna Mode. I feel like we should have a walk around of Syndrome at Hollywood Studios with the Pixar characters, and there's not many Pixar villains, so throw my boy Syndrome in there. So I think that'd be awesome. And I never got into Pokemon. That's fair, you know? Nothing wrong with that. I was never really a big into Pokemon. I knew people that are huge into Pokemon, and I saw so many commercials for Pokemon, for Pokemon Y, Pokemon Z, Pokemon XRX, and Pokemon XXX, and all these black and white card decks in stores now, each sold separately, and all those types of commercials. And, you know, all the different names like Reshiram and Zekrom and all these things that I was like, I have no idea who these characters are, but okay, I just remember names. And even the Pokemon video games they promoted. Like, there's that one that had Pikachu, I think Ivysaur, Terrapig, and another one. Maybe Squirtle or Snarfu or something like that? I don't fucking know. So I don't know. You answered my question. From what? From what, Tom? What do you think of adding Marvel characters to Dreamlight Valley? I wouldn't be opposed to it. I mean, we kind of have, not Star Wars, but we we go over to, what was it? Memories? No, not Memories. It was, hold on. Give me a sec. Clothing. Yeah, it was clothing. Like, if we go down to clothing here, there is a section for Star Wars. Now, granted, there is no Star Wars characters that are confirmed in Dreamlight Valley. However, I wouldn't put it past the House of Mouse to add Star Wars characters. Because look, there's Star Wars right there. I feel like eventually we would add characters like Princess Leia and Luke Skywalker and Anakin and all these other things. I think it'd be a weird thing because we're so used to just all Disney characters walking around this game, but I wouldn't be against Star Wars characters or Marvel characters. I think it'd be cool. You have Iron Man, maybe you have the Avengers, you have the Guardians of the Galaxy. You can throw in new characters like the Thunderbolts, or have Spider-Man, Moon Knight, whoever the fuck they want to have, really. There's a ton of characters they can pull. The Fantastic Four. You know, I wouldn't be against it. I think it'd be interesting. And speaking of characters, let's go to our character list, because there's some new faces here. We have Alice, we have Cheshire Cat, we have, who else is new? The Forgotten. Ooh, that's interesting. He has his own, he has his own character slot. That's cool. That's interesting to me. Okay. Yeah, like, look, we got Peter Pan now. And recently, they just added... It's not on my roster because I'm not updated. This is not an updated application. But they added Joy and Sadness from Inside Out. So I think that's kind of neat. I think it's great that we have Peter Pan. I've asked about Peter Pan for some time on this channel. And I think it's cool. And I think with Peter Pan, we're not too far off from getting Captain Hook. And I love me some Captain Hook any day. So I think that's fan-flipping-tastic, if you ask me. Love if they added Syndrome. I do know that Spider-Man would love if they added Syndrome. You mean me? I mean, I would love the idea of having Syndrome over here at Disney World, over here in Florida. I think that'd be awesome. I think the next, you know what? Since Oogie Boogie Bash is such a big popular thing over in California, and they've been really debuting a lot of characters, like Ernesto de la Cruz has his own little section. There's Yokai from Big Hero 6. There was Mother Gothel. There was Maleficent. all these villains kind of have their own little like sections. You can kind of interact with them. We have Sid at one point, and I'm trying to think who else there was. Now we have Syndrome. I think there was Lotso, but now we have like, you know, they keep like bringing in and debuting not newer characters, but more characters. I think since we've seen Sid, we've seen Syndrome, we've seen Ernesto. I think if we're gonna go down like Pixar villains, Disney, Yellow Shoes. Next year, you have to bring in Randall. I need a costume character, walk around character of Randall. That would be amazing. Just throwing it out there. Just throwing it out there. You know, don't look at me. Just throwing it out there. And I appreciate you calling me Spider-Man, but my thing is Spider-Star. Not that it's like I'm not trying to be like, oh, you're wrong, it's inaccurate or anything. It's just me basically be saying, hey, you know, like, you can call me Spidey. It doesn't matter to me, but I just want you to know that my name like has some attachment to Spider-Man. I mean, it's inspired by Spider-Man, but it's, you know, it's not him. If that makes sense. He's an original character, but I'm not gonna take, you know, I'm not gonna take that away from you if you call me Spider-Man. I'm just saying, I'm not gonna say no, because a lot of people have called me Spidey, and I'm like, oh, okay, you know, like I just kind of accept it because I'm trying to trademark myself as like not Spider-Man. But if people say that, I'll be like, I'm not gonna, you know, step on your shoes and say you should stop what you're doing. You know what I mean? Unless those characters are from other versions of the game. I don't know. See, if they do add Marvel characters, I'd want to see them add Alpha. Ooh, a little Alpha Flight! Deep cut! Deep cut! I don't know if people would know who Alpha Flight is, but I like that deep cut. Okay. Okay. I feel like I would like that too, but I feel like Alpha Flight needs to be more mainstream. Because I think if you throw in those characters, they'd be like, I feel like someone that plays this game is gonna be like, who's this? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? I think it'd just be interesting. Damn it! I need food. Like I said, I'm not gonna basically discourage you from saying it. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna discourage you, but I'm just saying like I will take all options if not necessary, but if like, you know, if ever the time arises or anything like that. Yeah, that would be. Yeah, that would be kind of interesting. Alpha Flight. Now that I think about it, yeah. If we're gonna go into deep cuts, I feel like people that would like in terms of deep cuts. It's a deep cut that people would probably like. I think the problem is there's so many Marvel characters that are more versatile and more well known and kind of universal now more than ever, because it's still like not profound, but it's still like kind of wowing to me that you have people like Adam Warlock, who were for years considered such a deep cut MCU obscure character. Now people know him because of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Or you have someone like Namor, or Killmonger, or Mysterio, or Shang-Chi, or Luke Cage, and all these other characters that people would be like, who? But now you look at them, and they've got, you know, they at least have some, you know, recognition. It's just crazy to me. But a deep cut. I want to say Sentry, but he's already in Thunderbolts. But you know what? You know what? Fuck it. I mean, he already has a credit being under the Thunderbolts, aka the New Avengers. he's not really that still well versed, but fuck it, I'd say Sentry. Like if we're gonna go deep cut, Sentry. If we're gonna go with more well versed people, the obvious, like the Avengers. I'd want the Avengers in this game so much. I think it'd be cool. You know, you interact with Captain America, maybe Rocket Raccoon, maybe someone like the X-Men, like Wolverine, of course, or Professor X. Give me the Fantastic Four. Give me Spider-Man. Give me Thor. Give me Asgard. Give me Nowhere. Give me Wakanda. Give me the Sanctum Sanctorum. Like, give me all that. That'd be awesome. That'd be great. I'd be down. Damn it, can't get it yet. I need one more. I need one more, guys. And then we're gonna be done and we can go help Elsa. You talking to me? You talking to me? You talking to me? I must be the only one here, so you must be talking to me. So, you talking to me? Anyways.
I can't believe how many new friends I've made here.
Oh yeah, Woody. You're my favorite deputy. I don't know if Hitmonkey is really like a deep cut or not. I think he's got that Hulu TV show, so I feel like people might know who he is, but who knows? Oh my fucking god, Captain Canuck. Yes. That's great. That's funny. Captain Canuck. Now that's wild. That's fucking wild, bro. That's actually kind of good. Let me see that. Let me see that shit. Hold on, Captain Canuck. I think I know who that is, but I still want to look. Yeah, okay, yeah. Alright. I think that'd be interesting. I mean, he's basically the head leader, or he looks like the head leader of Alpha Flight. Or Omega, yeah, no, Alpha Flight? Yeah, Alpha Flight. Because there's Omega Flight, too. There's Alpha Flight and there's Omega Flight, which I think is kind of interesting to me. Also, I'm going to put in my thumbnail right now, because I have a really cool thumbnail. Guide me, blind me with your light so kindly. I see through your eyes, remind me. I fucked that up. I fucked that up. It's okay. We're not gonna talk about it. I fucked that up. I'm not gonna talk about it though. I fucked that up. Where are you at? There you are. It's not gonna fit it, but it'll work. It'll work. Yeah. Yeah. Also, Folivora, since you're new to the channel, if you want to know a little bit of tidbits and a little bit of a history with my original character, I do have a playlist on origins and lore about my character, and some videos talking about some of his enemies, some of his allies, so you can, like, you know, if you want to do a little, like, reading up and all this other stuff. Also, if you do have a Wattpad, you can check him out. He has a Wattpad story that I've developed for at least since last year, and I'm already at year 2, and then I have other years planned for him that I want to try and get up to current events with. So, yeah. Yeah, well, kind of. I will admit, I come up with characters. I don't come up with the art, if that makes sense. I don't. The only times I came up with the actual art and drew up quote unquote drew up the actual art for the character was there's my first ever image I did of Spider-Star, and it was for a create your own Spidersona or create your own web warrior like link I found years ago in 2021, and I just started like putting colors together, and just all of a sudden by the time I was done, I looked at him and I went, holy shit, like he's cool. So I just started webbing together and weaving together a story for him. He's got his own universe. He has his own rogues gallery, and all the rogues gallery are like all of the artwork you see of the the images of the characters of them. They are all commissions by people. I wish I can draw that great, but I am not good when it comes to digital artwork. I did draw up, like I actually did sketch a hand-drawn sketch of Spider-Star one time, and I haven't gotten back to drawing after since then. But if I decide to draw again, I might, start trying to draw my characters and like at least my way, some way, shape, or form. So, yeah. But yeah, if you are interested in knowing the artwork behind some of those artworks, like if you see some of the images and you see some of the thumbnails and you're like, whoa, those designs look great. There you can look them, like there are a bunch of artists on Instagram. There's some on Facebook. There's some on DeviantArt. I just found them and I knew them and kind of followed them, and then I did commission, and over time they were just really cool. So since you were 10, damn, good for you. I don't know how old you are now, but you don't have to share your age, and I don't. And if you're under the age of 10, or not under the age of 10, if you were actually no, never mind. If you're uncomfortable with sharing your age, you don't have to share your age. But no matter how old you are, I think it's impressive that whenever you made your character at 10 years old and however old you are now, it's impressive how many years have gone by. Need just one more, or maybe two more, please, please, please. I don't know where I was going with that, but anywho, I know there's food around here. I need some food. I need to feed. I must consume. Yes, a cocoa bean, the rightful devouring. I should actually eat those. Let me plant them. Plant. And then when you do check, if you ever do check out the playlist, that is not all my characters. Trust me, there is more that I haven't done origins on yet. I just haven't had a minute to do all the lore and, do everything like that. And whenever I do lore videos, how I format it is it's basically it's me reading the origin like as if I'm reading a book or a comic book, and I'm showing visuals. So I can't do a lot of artwork, so I'm just showing like wording of visuals and images that fit the tone of certain moments. Like, hey, if someone is sad, I find an image of that person sad, I know it's silly, but it makes sense to me. I'm gonna get these going. Can I plant this one? Hello? I have carrots, as I say. Oh, that's it. Okay. Cool. Ooh. Let me eat that. Please let me eat that. I need to eat apples. Oh, I need the nutrients. Oh, feed me. Feed me, Seymour. Oh, that's... my squirrel's doing that? Or am I crazy? My main character, out of 23 of them, started as a counter to Superman. I actually do have a character that is like not Superman, but he's Superman adjacent. He's called Ultimax. He exists in Spidey's universe, or my Spidey's universe. Oh yeah, now you can finally actually watch the... You can actually watch my review and actually watch both my review and my spoiler reaction to it. Even though you already saw it, and I'm like, oh, Mage, buddy, why'd you do that? Why'd you do that to yourself, Mang? But let me know what you think about it. Either let me know here or let me know offline. Let me know let me know on Discord. Either one, whichever one you feel coolest about. I'm down. I'm game. Yeah, my boy Squirrel. What should we name this guy? What should we name our little squirrely boy? What should we name him? He's a good boy. He's been a good boy. He's been a really good boy. You good boy. You good boy. Yeah, he gets all the pets. You get all the pets. He get all the pets. Get all the pets and the pets. Scored! Scored, you genius! Scored! Scored! You've done it again, scored! Anyways, if you know, then please do let me know if you guys get it. Name him Fluffy, the Devourer of Two Worlds. Oh, the Devourer of Worlds. Fluffy, the Devourer. Yes, I am Fluffy, the squirrel. Fear my incredible spandex. I I kind of vibe with it. It's kind of hilarious. I'm not gonna lie. Now that I gave him that big, bold, almost like Orson Welles type voice. Yes, you must devour. I must devour. I must consume, for my bushy tail needs more thickening. I don't know. It's kind of good. I think probably... I don't know. We'll see what happens. I want to at least get some Frozen shit going on. And then I think once we get the Frozen stuff going on, I think we'll either finish it today or we'll wrap it up next time, which will be episode 21. But yeah, let me know, all of you guys, how you felt about the Fantastic Four film, or go let me know, like, Tom, Mage, let me know in Discord. Excuse me. Oh, thank God. Okay. Now I have all those done. Thank Christ. Okay, let's go. Craft wind chimes. Fuck. Killing me, Smalls. Oh, okay, thank God. Fuck. Well, actually, no. I think we'll still be fine. We'll be okay. I think we should be fine still. And we need 3, right? Rabies. Rabies, the devourer of worlds. Yes. Yeah, we'll be fine. Okay, I thought I was worried, but no, we're good. Did I see the Transformers movie? Yeah, I reviewed it. The one that came out last year? Yeah. The animated film? Yeah, I love that movie. I mean, there's some things I think the first act could have been better, but the second act is way, way, way better. It's so fucking worth it. It's so awesome. That second act is just so good. When they get to the planet and they get their I want to say energon cubes every time. When they get their matrices, they're cogs. That's it. They're cogs. When they get their cogs, that's when things are really like shifting the gear, and I love it. That's when things shift, and I think that's where it really shines the most. I love it. I love it for that. The first act really is kind of like a slow burn. It's kind of generic, and you know everyone is kind of generic. And then once you pick it up where we're at the wherever they are, and they're at and they meet Lawrence Fishburne, they meet Primus or Primal Primus, I think his name was. I don't remember, but one of the Primuses or one of the Primes, and they get the cogs and all. That's when it's just, from that point, it's just smooth sailing. But no, that's the one I saw, yeah. I think the last one I watched was Black Panther. Did you see the first Black Panther or the second Black Panther? Return to the frozen realm and find your way back to Elsa. Oh boy, that should be fun. Yay, that should be fun. I think I gotta go through here if I remember correctly. Yeah, like Tom, yeah, I literally reviewed it. You can go check out the review. I did it a while ago. It's like, it's the best, I don't know if it's the best origin of the Transformers, but it's definitely the best Megatron movie, 100%. Oh, the OG! I've never reviewed the OG, but I years ago saw the OG movie. That was like my favorite one when I was younger. I remember when my dad showed that to me and I was like, whoa, I was like, Optimus Prime dies and then Megatron becomes Galvatron? I was like, what? I was like, that was just mind-blowing to me. Like, as a kid, when you're younger, you're like, holy crap, that's what? And then Unicron? Oh my god. I think what was it? Galvatron, once Megatron became Galvatron, he became like not a herald, but he served Unicron because then when Megatron was presumed dead. So because of that, Starscream took advantage of that and thought of becoming the leader of the Decepticons. And then once Megatron came back as Galvatron, I remember Starscream was like, "Oh, Megatron, it's you! You've returned! I didn't think this would happen!" And it's like, this is awkward. This is indeed awkward, Megatron! Lord Megatron's return! I think I have to go through the actual thing, which is great. Yeah, that's why I brought up Orson Welles because of Unicron. That's why I brought him up. That's purposely why I brought him up. And then Leonard Nimoy was Galvatron? Like, what? That's awesome. Yeah, Alpha Trion. That's it, Alpha Trion. Yeah, I knew it was something animal beastly like. Yeah, Alpha Trion. That was it. Yep. He was cool. I liked him. I remember him transforming into a fucking panther. That's why I was like, he was like Primus something. I was like, I know it's on the top of my head. Hold up. Continue offline. Yes, continue offline. Please, continue offline. I didn't mean to do that. I'm sorry. I hit the home screen for a second. I hit the home screen.
Wow.
Well, you know, you have your moments. You have your moments. So I appreciate that. You know, I try. I dabble. I do a little dabbling. Oh, hello. That's it. Oh wait, no. I need
okay?
I need what's her name? Where's Elsa? Where's your sister? Where's your sister? Hold on. Map. Oh, I can't do the map in here. Damn it. Where's your sister at, girl? Girly? Do I have to go all the way back and find her?
Oh, hi.
No, that's
Thank
it?
you so much.
Fuck you then. Fine. It's fine. We're all fine here now. But honest to God, speaking of the Transformers movie, if that ever gets a sequel, I really would love if we did get, Unicron in the sequel. I don't think it'll ever happen because the writers and the creators have mentioned that they will never get to do a sequel because Hasbro, for whatever reason, does not want to do a sequel to one of the highest grossing Transformers movies and one of the most praised audience, like critical Transformers films since the first 2007 movie with Michael Bay. They don't want to ever do that shit. They don't want to give them a sequel to one of the really coolest and probably one of the better Transformers films is beyond me. So they don't want to do a sequel to it, which that's their fault. But anyways, if they ever do a sequel, I would kill if we got Unicron. I think it'd be so perfect. because you have Megatron comes back with the Armada. He comes back with the Decepticons, and they're ready to, maybe destroy. They're ready to destroy Cybertron, and then when they least expect it, Unicron shows up, and that's where they're like, "Holy shit, we gotta get out of here. Cybertron cannot be saved. We dealt with the Quintessence and we've dealt with Quintessa and the Quintessence. We're now facing something even more bigger than anything we can ever imagine." So I think that'd be great. And plus, we haven't seen Unicron in like ages. And don't give me that shit that he was in last night. Let's not talk about Transformers last night. Where is she? Where is she? Swear to me. My favorite Megatron is from Armada. I don't know that Megatron. He probably looks cool or probably sounds cool. Yeah, where is Elsa at? What? She... who is she? Really? 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 Oh wait, maybe you're hanging out here. No, it's Moana, Mirabelle, and Kristoff. Yeah, where's Elsa at? She's not on the grid. Like, what? 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 Sad that the director says, yeah, no sequel. He wants to do a sequel, but it's Hasbro that says no. You know what I mean?
Whoa, would you look at those?
The old movie I remember are Hackers from 1999 and The Shadow from 1994. Ooh, like old movies. Interesting. Those are interesting movies. Hackers. I think I heard about Hackers. That makes you think of... There's a movie called Sneakers. If you like movies, look up Sneakers. Folavora. It's got Robert Redford and a few other people in it. Yeah, but I don't know if... Oh, wait, he was? I don't... Well, I haven't been able to follow all the canon of the Transformers TV shows. I saw, like, a few episodes of Transformers Prime, and that was it. I would not be able to tell you what episodes. It did have that red car, that Ace, whatever villain, like, anti-hero guy that I think Steve Bloom voices or doesn't voice, but people have, I don't know. Do you have Elsa yet? I do, which is weird. It might be a bug where it doesn't show up on the map. Maybe. Hold on. Return to Frozen Realm and find your way back to Elsa. Okay, so let's try that again. Second time the charm, and let's see if she's back in the realm. Because Anna's not on the map either. But if we go back to the Frozen spot, she, of course, is there. I think we're going to try and at least get some Frozen action going on. We're going to try our best. I feel like I've heard of it, but it just makes me think of Sneakers. I don't know why. It just makes me think of that movie called Sneakers. Like, literally, there's a movie called Sneakers. I feel like I'm not even making it up. I know there's one that exists like that. Yeah, Dan Aykroyd, Robert Redford. I think I see Danny Glover in that picture, and some other faces. But yeah, Dan Aykroyd and freaking Robert Redford. And it was 1992. Alright, maybe I gotta actually look for her in here. I'll do the chant. I don't know. Where you hiding at, frozen snow queen? You here? Hello?
Hello? Hi.
No? Damn it! Fine. Okay. Oh, it is a movie? Okay, I would have not known. I would have not known. I will literally search every little ounce of this forest. I will search every ounce of this world until she is dead! I don't know. It sounded familiar, but then I couldn't think of it. Yo, what the hell? Maybe down this way. No? Maybe? I fucking hate it here. I just went in a circle. Knockout? Maybe it was Knockout. I thought it was like a simpler name, but I don't remember. Let me see. He might be familiar. Knockout. Yeah, it was Knockout. Yeah, yep, it was 100% Knockout. Yep, that's the guy. Yep, that's him. Okay, yeah. Because one of the first videos I scrolled under is Knockout being the gay icon I needed from Bumblebee, parentheses, BML, and Pride, parentheses, end. So, yeah, I was like, is it Knockout? I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, yeah, it was Knockout. Okay. Shadow was a really old superhero of the OGs who knows what evil lurks in hearts of men. The Shadow knows. Ooh, that makes me think of Darkman. That makes me think of Darkman with Liam Neeson, or the Phantom with Billy Zane. You know, the Phantom, very Indiana Jones meets like Batman type of archetype. And Darkman just being Darkman. Yeah, what? Let's try it. No? Like, what? How did I find her? This is so weird. Let's try this way. Yeah, where is your sister at, Anna? It's good to be alive. Na, 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 na. It's good to be alive. I'm happy again. Yeah, what? Where is she at? I'm really confused, guys. I'm Jay confused. There you are. How the hell do I get the way over there, though? The fuck? Got to go down this way? Jesus. There's gotta be a shortcut around this shit. Come on! Come on, man! Killing me, Smalls? Man! Can't cut through trees and cut through corners here? Come on, man! Relax, guy! I'm not relaxed. I am relaxed. Relax, guy. As much as it kind of makes me shake my head how much they make fun of that, it is kind of funny. The whole, relax, guy, relax. I am relaxed. Relax, guy. And I shake my head, and it makes me cringe, but it makes me cringe and it makes me shake my head because of course they would make fun of it. And without getting too crazy into the whole conversation, they would only make fun of one party. They only make fun of one perspective. Now me, I don't give a shit, but it's like if you're gonna make fun of politics, make fun of both parties. So that's just all I'm saying. I can move the portal there? How? Wait, I can? No. No, are you serious? Can I actually? Oh, wait. I found my way to her. Never mind. Somehow I found her. Place all 3 wind chimes in different trees. No, I want to talk to fucking Elsa.
Hello.
Take my wind chimes. Hello, my friend. Oh,
Why,
I have to actually... I have to physically actually... Okay. Alright, take my wind chime. It's the winds of change. Take it, you stinky tree. Oh no, whatever will happen. I'm just kidding. And then one more. For good measure. For good luck. For luck. Ah, cutscene! Whoa! Whoa! Just turned into a whole... It just turned into a whole fucking... different season up in here. Just turned into Pocahontas all of a sudden.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for helping me calm Gale. The spirits of nature are back in harmony. And the enchanted forest is balanced again. Sounds like your work here is done. Why not come visit my village? I want to bring balance there too. I need more magical help. Yeah, let's do it. I'd love to visit your village, but for now, my place is here in the enchanted forest. I have to make sure that nothing else goes wrong. But after all of you've done to help, I am rather curious about where you come from. I promise to visit your village one day.
You know, there's something magical about it.
Woohoo! That was easy. The winds of change. Welcoming Anna. 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 Anyways. Anna. Anyways, what up? Actually, there is a spot here. Can I teleport? Yeah. Ha! That's kind of cool, I'm not gonna lie. Is Anna already here, or do I have to go talk to her? Okay, perfect. Just what I want.
Wow, am I happy to see
Wow,
you.
everyone appears calm. Thank you so much for your help. Of course, for Elsa and me, there is always another adventure waiting around the corner. I wonder if it'll be... I wonder what it'll be this time. Well, I come from this place called Dreamlight Valley, and I think you'd really like it. Ooh, tell me more about it. There's food, lots of it. There's a beach with warm water, a lot of other villagers. I think this is kind of fitting, because this makes me think of, chocolate, when they both say this, the chocolate bit. Food like...
Oh.
Like... Thank you. Thank you. I don't think you'll be disappointed.
Oh.
Say no more, ProdigiousATea. After everything you've done to help us, I can't wait to see where you're from. Lead the way.
Ooh, thanks.
Following the leader, the leader, the leader. I watched through a couple vids, Anarchy and Hive. Pretty cool. Thank you. Technically it's Mother Swarm, but yeah, you're not wrong. But they're wait till you read my Wattpad. Anarchy is gonna be such a menace. Like, he is a menace like no other. Well, he is maybe a menace like others, but he is one like no other. See, they caught my eye because they were similar to mine. Oh, similar to mine. Chaos and Infestation. Ooh, I like those. I like those. I like that. Okay, okay. I like that. I see ya. I like that. Welcoming Anna. This is nice. I can't fucking move, but this is nice. Oh, duh, I just had to hit X. I'm stupid. Stupid for that, sorry.
Yes!
Oh, are we gonna... I think I know what we're gonna do next. Hey, guess who I met? Hashtag, not spawn. I'm sorry, this just screams social media material, like, hey, look who I just bumped into. Hashtag not, hashtag, I don't know, you know, like, that dumb shit. Shishy.
Oh gosh, it's getting late.
It is already late, Mickey. It's literally, well, actually, it's almost midnight. Oh no! I'm just kidding. I'll just say, where did Anna go? It's like, where are you going, girl? You're off to, I don't know where you're going. Actually, you know what? That's a mood. She's like, oh, all this standing and all this walking around just has me exhausted. It just has me just wiped and beat. Woo! Look at that. See, she even wipes her brow and everything. That's awesome. It's not that awesome, but you know what I mean. Is there anything that I can do with her? Hello? 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 Okay. Anna, please.
Wow, am I happy to see you.
Oh, wow. This place is so different from Arendelle, and yet it feels oddly familiar. Wait, I've been here before, haven't I?
Yeah!
Before forgetting. Of course, I remember now. Thank you so much for bringing me here. I'll see you soon. But right now, I have to find Kristoff. There's something I need to warn you about, Anna. It's a long story, but to save the village, Kristoff has to give up his memories of you. It was all part of a magic spell. He won't remember who you are. I'm sorry. It's not his fault. What? No, that is impossible. I'm sure he would do everything he could to save this place. But I don't care what kind of spell. I don't care what spell Kristoff is under.
Oh.
Our love isn't fragile. When he sees my face, he'll remember me. Right? Right? You're right. Most powerful love is the most powerful love. The love is the most powerful magic. I really hope so. Fingers crossed. Well, actually, I like this. I'll talk to him. Thank you for warning me, ProdigiousATea.
You did it!
Where is your hubby, anyways, girl? You don't seem like much in a rush there. Does your world have an overarching way of how they get their powers? Because mine has a liquid that rewrites DNA that the main characters. I just literally the way I did it and I approached it was, you know, I kept it simple and sweet, you know, classic radioactive spider bite. I kept it simple. I know, generic, but I wanted to keep it just a little simple and sweet. Anna.
If Elsa's here, then I'm here.
I was gonna say, are you not gonna go find your hubby, or do I have to do that for you? And you're not gonna find your huzz or something? Okay, that actually sounded so fucking stupid out of my mouth. I will admit that just now. That sounded kind of stupid now that I say that out loud. Hold up. Friendships. I think we'll actually... What time should I wrap up? I don't know what time I'll wrap up. I do want to say we're going to find Kristoff. If he's nearby. That'd be great. And then now I have Anna. Anna! 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 Anyways. Yeah, you're nowhere near your boyfriend. What are you talking about, girl? You're over there chowing down at Chez Remy's and Chez Ratatouille. Oh, Ratatouille, the video game. Speaking of Remy, I hear Remy. Yeah, I kept mine short and sweet. The best way to paraphrase my Spidey's Rogues Gallery is that 50% of them are inspired by some of Spider-Man's Rogues Gallery. Like, you might look at some of the lore and go, okay, this guy reminds me of this character. This guy kind of reminds me of him. And this person reminds me of her. But there's that 50%, and then the other 50% is kind of, you know, I just kind of came up with these characters on the fly and came up with them and just started to add their own little spin to things. Yeah, you need to find her lover because she can't for some reason. Yeah, for some strange reason. Yeah, I know. Literally, quite frankly.
Hello.
Hi. Can I help you? Can I help you? Let's do that. What do you think is the most romantic way to spend an evening with someone you have or someone you love? You know, playing charades actually does sound like a great idea. Cuddling by a campfire in a snowy woods. Oh, that actually does sound nice. I'm not gonna lie. All these sound great. I'm not gonna lie. Bella and I do a lot of candlelit dinners, but minus the candlelits. Charades would actually be kind of fun now that I think about it. That's actually an idea. Holy shit, that'd be fun. Cuddling by a campfire. I am very a soft spot for that one, so we're gonna do that. Really? Because that sounds perfect to me. Thanks for the idea, ProdigiousATea.
Bye.
We're not done yet, lover boy. I have something to give you. No, actually, I don't. You know what? Take a stone. There. Take a stone. Yeah, all my characters got their powers from the same source, but through different means. For example, Infestation was bitten half to death. Ooh, okay. The thing is, that's not close to Mother Swarm, but Mother Swarm is, it's more like she almost was basically harmed while she was almost injured and almost harmed when she was trapped in her little cubicle or her little dorm or her little, not dorm, but she has a little lab of her own working for Howard Enterprise, now actually Safin Tech, I should say. So Safin Tech, when Tobias was basically saying, alright, I'm gonna let you go, I don't give a shit about you, I really was looking to get rid of you in the first place, and then infested by having all those chemicals in the lab almost trying to kill her, she got herself out of there and survived by, you know, having that suit of armor that she took from the armory. Because she knew, like, the thing is, the lore videos really just tap into the basics of what happens, but when you get to my Wattpad, there's so much details that actually happen with that scenario. Like, for example, Barbara Davidson kind of is tinkering with that suit of armor because she knows that Tobias Safin, who is now the founder of the new Safin Tech, the old Howard Enterprise, she knows that Tobias just is an asshole and really doesn't care for her, so she knows that she's gonna get replaced or she's gonna get killed, so she took the armory, and then Tobias is like, hey, there's an armor missing within the weapons division department or armor department or whatever phrase or term I said for Tobias, and he kind of got mad, and then decided, you know what, I'm gonna let you go. I don't give a shit, and I'm paraphrasing the conversation, and she got lucky and got herself, you know, safe in that suit of armor by not getting, you know, infected by insect chemicals and, you know, poisons and all that other stuff, and she got herself out of there in time. Let's hang out. I'm gonna bring you to your wifey. Come on, Kristoff, get your ass up so we can go see your wifey. Come on. Loading time. Oh, thank you. Where's your wifey? Where's your waifu? There's your waifu. Okay, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop. I don't think this is gonna work, but we're gonna try. Go to her. Go to her.
Look at all the stars.
Talk to your hubby. There's supposed to be an interaction. Get over there. Talk to her. Woo her. Wasn't really thinking, wasn't really searching for an answer. In the moonlight, when I saw her face. Really? Nothing's happening here? I'm trying to get the mood going for these two. So we're sky high as the angels fly, letting you and I to fly, love. No? Am I supposed to kind of, you know, have her say something, or what's happening? Is there anything you want me? Is there anything you want to ask? Never mind. Never mind. I thought this had to do with something. Never mind. Sometimes I wonder what it would be like to have powers like Elsa does. If you could have any power, what would you choose? Ooh. Shape-shifting's really a great power, but I would love to fly. I'm not even joking. That was not, you know, like the coincidences are just coincidences.
Wow.
Oh, that would be amazing! Can you imagine soaring through the sky, free as a bird, and you would have made wow! It would have made following Elsa up that mountain a lot easier.
I can tell. We're gonna be very good friends.
Is there not a mission with these two?
Oh gosh, it's getting late.
Bye, let's hang out later. Is that what I need to do? I need to detach these two or something? So long, Prodigious. I'll see you around.
So long.
Guys, come on! You guys are supposed to fall in love. This feels like one of those movies where they're under a spell and they hate each other or something, or it's like, come on, you two, make up already. This feels like what was it? That one scene all of a sudden with Aladdin and Jasmine's like, I can't believe you lied to me, Aladdin, keeping Iago from me. And he's like, Jasmine, wait, Jasmine. And then Iago has to step in,
Oh, gosh,
trying to
it's
smooth
getting
the
late.
deal for them. Actually, no. Like, what am I trying to think of? There is something with two characters that they were not speaking to one another, and that's not the same energy, but it's close enough, and it might as well be at this point. Yeah, I genuinely love that Anna's like, let me talk to Kristoff. I need to find him. Also, me finding Kristoff. Insert crickets. Alright, well, I'm gonna give this at least maybe... Does 10 more minutes sound good, guys? Or should we go until 12 o'clock?
I'm thinking...
It's literally 11:34 p.m. my time. Should we go up until like another 10 more minutes, or should we go up until 12 o'clock? Let me know. I'm down for either one. It does not matter to me. Oh, I was like, Remy, you okay? He's just laughing, I think. For a second, I thought he was just like twitching and tweaking out, like he was scratching himself. I'm like, dude, are you alright? You got fleas now? I don't got fleas. You stupid rat. No, don't hurt me. Am I the only one that just realized this has microphones in here? That's a fucking speaker too? That's funny.
Hey,
that's funny. Alright, that's fair. We'll go up to 12 o'clock. That's fine. I'm down. I'm game. Gee, I wonder who that's supposed to be. Oh yeah, the celestial thing. That's great. Now I have that in my head. Who knows what that song's from?
Humans are amazing.
Who knows what that's from? Like, I need like let me see the real ones know what that song's from that I just sung. Who knows? I need to see. I must know. What are all of you cultured swines? I need to know. I need to see all the cultured swines in the chat right now. Cultured swines in chat. Cultured swines in chat. Ah, damn it. This is the only one I can pick up. Is this one. There we go. We got some cocoa beans. Also, are we gonna go with Rabies or Fluffy for our little squirrel conqueror? Fair enough, you know? I wouldn't say you have a bad memory, it's just, you know, a lot kind of... I wouldn't say a bad memory, I would just say you remember a lot of things. Let's just put it that. Sometimes when you remember a lot of stuff, sometimes certain memories may be more, you know, more, you know, frequent, more easier to remember, and then they're long term. Like it's like long term and short term. Sometimes you remember stuff that are long term, and then you remember stuff you don't remember the short term things. Like how many of you, I'm not even kidding, any of you that watching this now or watching this on the replay, like seriously, raise of hands, how many of you guys have had those days where you remember something from 10 years ago, but you can't remember what you had for breakfast yesterday? I mean, I'm down to keeping it fluffy, I don't care. I think fluffy works perfectly. Like, you can recall all of your favorite nostalgic theme songs of yesteryear, but you can't remember where you parked and left your keys. But then again, people's memories are different. I feel like I'm able to remember more things like music and film and so forth and stuff like that more than other things. And I don't think it's like my fault. I just think that sometimes that's how the human brain works. Because let's be honest here. Like, we can recall the lyrics. I bet you, like all of you that are in chat can probably recall, let's say, you know, let's use a worldwide, not worldwide, let's say, actually, you know what, yeah, I bet you all of you in the chat can recall every single lyric to SpongeBob, but you guys can't remember anything from what you learned from, let's say, high school, right? And I'm not saying like that we suck as humans and our brains suck. It's just that for whatever reason our brains remember certain things, but we don't remember other things. But however, sometimes it's the other way around for people. Some people remember things like, I remember when I learned pre-calculus, and I remembered that e times x times squared double times plus 2 is infinity, but they don't know, you know, the other half of things, you know what I mean? And welcome, Breaking Beast. You must be on the other side of the coast then. But we're gonna stream for another 20 more minutes. We're gonna chill, maybe. I don't know. What's another mission we can do in the meantime, guys? What do you think? What do you guys think? What are we feeling? What are we vibing with? Oh, do I have to? Oh, I have to get Anna up to a level 2, maybe to then all of a sudden do the whole thing with Kristoff. So let's see if we can try and do more Anna stuff now that I think about it. I want to see if we can upgrade her. Or level her up, I should say. But yeah, over here it is 11:40 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We are not in mountain time. Sorry. Sorry for you mountaineer people.
Could use a few more sleds around here.
Also, you got video, right? Yeah, I did a video today. Earlier was the security breach stream, and then afterwards was the Final Destination Bloodlines movie review, and then now we're doing some Dreamlight Valley, and then I'm trying to think tomorrow. I have no idea what tomorrow will hold, but I don't think there's going to be anything for tomorrow that I have planned unless something comes preempted and I decide, hey, let's do this. But Friday is going to be a review for Spanglish, and then I have Saturday is a review for Prince of Egypt.
Hi.
Ruben, I think it's going to come out sooner than we expect. I think it is going to drop probably next week. If not, it's going to drop September, like the first week of September. I can see it happening because they want an October release. I think it's going to drop. I think it's going to drop a month later, or not a month later, a month before. Do I have anything for you? Let's see. Can I give her something to level her up? Let's give her that. Yeah, buddy.
Oh.
Whoa, this is for me? Thanks, ProdigiousATea.
Awesome.
Alright, now we got her to level 2. I want to see if we can get him. Oh! Can I do help wanted? You know, that is something I've debated about for some time. If I'm not gonna lie, because whenever I look up in the PlayStation Store, like Five Nights at Freddy's games, Help Wanted is one that always keeps coming up. But the thing is that I can never, I don't have the money for whenever I see it in the PlayStation Store because I have a lot of other stuff that I'm taking care of. I mean, I have a wedding next year, and I have a honeymoon next year, so I have down payments and monthly payments and all this other stuff for stuff like that, and then now I have insurance and other things I take care of. But the thing is with Help Wanted, I would love to play it, but I don't have a VR. I don't have a PlayStation VR, and that thing's expensive, and honestly, I don't know if I'd do VR. I don't know if I would. I don't have anything against VR, but I don't know if I would. I don't know. I've never played a VR game. Never experienced anything with a headset. So, that would be very interesting to me. But I wouldn't be against it. It's just, it would be a weird thing for me. I think it'd be a weird experience. And I wish there was a way that I can just play it regularly, like without the VR headset, because VR is fucking expensive. So, I'm not going to spend my money on that. Sorry. Like, if it wasn't as expensive, then maybe. Oh, you're still in middle school. Oh, okay. You know, you got some time. Enjoy your life still. Honestly, enjoy your life still. I know it's cliche, but enjoy things like while you're young. You're probably like, you might not be that far off, honestly. You might be at least like, I don't know. Let's not. We don't have to get into that. But anywho, yeah, that's just that's an idea. I like the idea though. I just don't have help wanted right now. The only games I have that are 5 Nights at Freddy's related are Security Breach, and I have the first game. And then technically, I have all three of them, all three of the 5 Nights at Freddy's games, because my fiance owns the collection, and we played the first game together when we first got the collection, and we started the second game, and we didn't finish it, but that's okay. It's just the thought of like, we have 1, 2, and 3. I, on the PS4 here, have 1, and I have Security Breach. On her Switch, she has all 3 games, and that's it. So if you total that up, that we have technically 5 games. If we have my FNAF 1, her FNAF 1, FNAF 2, FNAF 3, Security Breach. Well, yeah, I keep forgetting Ruins. Ruin is a part of the DLC to help one. I mean, not to help one, it's a Security Breach. So yeah, you're right. It's Security Breach, Ruin, FNAF 1, FNAF 1, FNAF 2, FNAF 3. I would love to do more videos with her. Honest to God, I would. The thing is that she doesn't live with me. If she was, you'd be hearing her, like, literally right next to me. Like, right now, probably. Or she'd be asleep, you know? Or this would not, like, in the space I am in right now, it would not be my bedroom, it'd be our bedroom. But I don't live with her. We aren't living together yet. But we have done vlogs together. There are vlogs you can check out. I have a vlog playlist. You scroll down, literally, like, the last 2, 3 couple of vlogs. It's literally us going to Disney on our vacations. The last one we did was when we went to one last year around my birthday. Another one was when we went during the summer of 2023. And there's like clips I have of when we went on our first date to Magic Kingdom. Or not our first date, but our first date to Magic Kingdom. Like our first time us going to Magic Kingdom. Then there was one where we got trapped briefly on the People Mover. And then there was another time where we watched, that same day, we watched the Festival Fantasy Parade. But when we live together, I can see that being a thing. Like, if she wants to do, maybe, like, if she wants to talk if she wants to talk about a certain movie with me, then fine. She's more than welcome to. If she wants to do more vlogs, I'm 100% down for more vlogs. I'd love to do more vlogs with her. You know, everything would be awesome, and everything in life would be more awesome with her. And, you know, life is much more awesome because of her. She literally, you know, she's my everything. She's my light. She's my fire, my love and all. And she lit a spark in me that gave me hope when we met, and it has not stopped ever since. And I know she's asleep by now, but if she ever sees this, I love her so much, and I will never stop loving her. But whether she knows that, and then she knows that, but it's just still like I'm gonna always love her, and nothing's gonna make me like lose interest. Nothing's gonna make me lose that spark. Nothing's gonna make me reconsider my life decisions that I've made with her. Nothing makes me regret being with her. There's nothing that crosses my mind that makes me go, I wish I was with somebody else. No. She is that person. She is that person. I just knew. Something clicked when the moment we actually met in person. And it was great. And I will never forget it. And it's getting better and better each time. And things are tough. Things are tough for us, I'm not gonna lie. You know, with certain things, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, the two of us as compatibility and in terms of like our personality and our personal life, we're great. But things that are going on within our lives are a little hard right now. But I know we'll make it. We'll do it. We'll go through it and everything. Exactly. And I wouldn't want it any other way. I wouldn't want it any other way. But When we do move in together and when we have our life together, yeah, there'll be streams, and she'll maybe sit next to me, or maybe she'll maybe in the background making dinner, or maybe we'll switch turns. Like maybe I'll make dinner and she's streaming. I don't know. Like I think it'd be funny. I think it'd be great, honestly. Not that I get so geeky about it, but sometimes it makes me a little it makes me weirdly nerded out whenever she kind of not enables but embraces a little bit of my channel. Like if she's like, yeah, let's do a vlog together, I'm like, oh, I'm like, okay, you know, sort of thing. It kind of like sparks like a little bit of like a good like dopamine, if you will, almost not literally dopamine, but like a weird feeling of like, oh, okay, this is gonna be great. Like that's awesome that she wants to, you know, she's enabling it and kind of influencing and all these other little like implements that she throws in there. And she even made a joke about, she's like, I'm gonna take over the stream and take over the channel, and I'm like, okay. I was like, we'll see about that. Whenever we've done vacation, she's like, should we vlog? And I'm like, if you want to, I mean, let's do it, baby, you know? When we first were going to Disney the first few times, she was like, I didn't want to say anything because I think it would have been a little whatever, but do you want to? Like, not when we first were going to Disney, like when we first started dating, but there was one time we had a conversation. She was like, I didn't want to say anything then, or I didn't know how to ask you or whatever. And I was like, no, it's okay. I was like, I think it's better that we didn't, you know, vlog to our first dates when we went to the first time together, Magic Kingdom, Epcot, and Animal Kingdom, and so forth, because we were still dating, we were just getting to still know each other, and we wanted to just enjoy memories. And you know, it's great to vlog things, don't get me wrong, I love that she enables it a little bit, and she kind of encourages it. That's the word, encourages it. But I sometimes just like just going there just to go there with her. So that's always the beauty of it. And if she decides, hey, you know what, let's do some clips, I'd be like, awesome. So that was great. You know, like when she kind of like takes the camera and she starts recording us, I'm like, it's cute. It's so cute. I have an idea about you two switching every 10 minutes in a game until you two beat it. Well, what's gonna be interesting is most likely we're gonna do Kingdom Hearts, and most likely I'm gonna be the one playing Kingdom Hearts because I think she either has or she played one of the Kingdom Hearts games, and she's like, this is too difficult for me, you're probably gonna take care of that. And I'm like, really? She's like, yeah. I was like, okay. I was like, sure, I'll stream it. She has a Switch, so I have no idea how we'll do the whole headphone mic setup, but I'll figure out something when that time comes. But I think when we do start streaming, together, it'll probably be, I'll use my PS4 for something, or I'll maybe, I don't know, I'll record it, because I could use the phone, I could use the laptop, it would look weird, but maybe that's an option. And that's something I've reconsidered too, is maybe doing retro streams again, like doing, you know, retro games, but with like that quality that we used to do. Because if you guys remember my older channel, before I knew how to do PlayStation broadcasting, I would always record the screen with either my phone or with my computer, and it would be showing the TV screen. Like if we did Epic Mickey, or if we did Star Wars Battlefront, like the first OG ones. Like, go back to my channel, my first channel, ProdigiousATea, and if you see games, you'll see that type of quality in the beginning of it. So that's why that's like the quote-unquote bad quality. And I think last year I did Godzilla Saves the Earth in that quality, because I was wanting to try and do a different setup in terms of streams. Like I was trying to hook up this plug that I had, a drive that would have connected to the TV, to the PS2, and I was trying to get the laptop to cooperate as well, but that did not work in my favor, so I wound up literally just doing it old-fashioned style, So if you guys want that, I've reconsidered that as a possibility, because for years I said to myself, no, I don't want to go back to that. I don't want to do that old quality. I don't want to, go back to doing that thing. And not because it's bad, but because I want to try and, improve my quality. I want to try and improve how I do content sometimes. And I know I'm not going to be like A tier, S tier, the best YouTuber out there, but it's just a thing where it's like I didn't do that as much because I was like I want to try and do better streams, look like have it professional. Like this format that I have for you guys right here is not the most professional, but to me this is like quote professional because it's just the quality, the high quality of the screen of my TV, and then the mic from my headset that's applying to the controller that's allowing me to communicate with you guys right now. And it feels professional because it's like a mic, a quote headset, and things like that, and you don't see a glare from my phone or a glare from the TV or my bedroom light reflecting, and this here and that there, and you don't see, let's say, my dresser where you see my Funko Pops or my statue of Wolverine over there or something. Like you just see the screen. You don't see the TV, like the little black screen. You don't see any of the cutoffs. You just see screen. Like how a lot of YouTubers do it, minus face cams, because I know people can do face cams. You know what I mean? So, but anywho, what you would call it? I might reconsider the idea of retro streams and do it like that again, which is an option, but I haven't prioritized it because I'd like to, finish up Spider-Man or finish up Security Breach or finish up any of the other games we have, and before I stack more games on here, and especially since streams aren't as consistent. So yeah. Did I say Batman? No, I don't have a giant Batman. Well, do I have a giant Batman? No, I don't. I have a Funko Pop. Well, actually, I do have Funkos. Yeah, 100%. I can give you a visual aid of what literally I'm staring at besides my TV. So to my right, on my dresser. So my, dresser. Right dresser has, it has a mini little bobblehead of a a Venomized Iron Man. Next to it is a little bit of spare change. Next to it is, a little Godzilla, like a green, clear looking Godzilla. Next to him is Matt Pat from the FNAF movie. Behind him is a Venomized Thanos. And then there's a Funko Pop of Stan Lee, a mini statue of Miles Morales, a mini statue of Wolverine. Over to the right is a Funko Pop pin of Kid Loki. Behind those is, I think I have Namora. Yeah, Namora's back there from Wakanda Forever. I have one of the cards that Beldanda gave me. And then behind that is a old picture of me with my parents when we went to Hollywood Studios. I'm like wee small. And we're standing with Buzz, Woody, and Jesse. I have 2 boxes of Funko Pops that are not unboxed. One is War Machine that my father-in-law gave me, and the other is Stan Lee from Avengers Endgame. And on top of that is a little bobblehead of Iron Spider. I have Genie behind there. I have a drawing or a coloring page that my fiance gave me for Halloween. And I think that's it for the right dresser. My left dresser is not in any specific order, but I have a little mini Dumbledore. I have a Sam Funko Pop. Next to him is Bruce Wayne from The Batman, like the new one with Robert Pattinson. I have Mr. Hippo. I have a little figurine of Helpy. I have Fawkes. I have a Funko of Fawkes. I have a Funko of Mr. Hugsy, or Hugsy from Friends, the little penguin. There's Peter Pan on his little Peter Pan's flight pirate ship attraction thingy Funko. I've got Ban. I have, oh god, what's his name? He's the one that I actually kind of like from Guard of Ban. The squid. The hell's his name? Stinger Flynn. That's it. Stinger Flynn. I have the Carnotaurus from Dinosaur, the attraction, like the from Animal Kingdom. I have Chandler Bing in his bunny rabbit costume. I have another Stinger Flynn. I have one of the No Way Home Funko Pop sets, like the one with the building of the Statue of Liberty, and it's Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man. I have Jack Skellington. I've got a piggy bank that my father-in-law gave me of Godzilla. It's like that. It's like a kitty pit. It's like not a kitty. It's like a kitten cat piggy bank. Like, you know, the little button you press and a cat pulls out his paw and takes the change. Instead of that, it's Godzilla. What else I got? I got interactive Groot from Epcot. I have Chernobog as a Funko Pop. I have a little Christmas lighting up, I guess diorama? I don't know. It's a weird little circle, like sphere device that if you turn it on, it's going to rotate and it's going to have like lights projecting on the wall. Yeah, Bam Bam makes merch. You go to YouTube's, they have merch. Go to youtubes.com, which, by the way, hashtag not sponsored. Although I'd love to be sponsored by YouTube's, and I know they would not sponsor me, but I feel like in the near future, maybe I can work something out with them. Anywho, YouTube's has Ban merch. Walmart has like little mystery bags of collect the characters of which Ban character do you want? And I got myself Ban, and I got myself Stinger Flynn. I want Bitter Giggle because I love Bitter Giggle. I hate the franchise Garden of Ban, but I love Bitter Giggle. I think he's great. I love him so much. I think he's just fantastic. I got Bella Opila Bird because she loves Opila Bird. I think it's Opila Bird or Jumbo Josh. I had a spare Stinger Flynn, so I gave her the spare one. Do I have a Tong Sahur statue? I have no idea. I have no idea what that is. I'm sorry. I don't know. And if you want more all things Funko Pops, I got more outside of that. I have more by my bed over here. I've got a couple more behind me. I have a bunch actually behind me, if I'm being honest. Behind me, I have hung up those display cases of those Funko Pop display cases. I have one of Alan Scott, the original Green Lantern from the All American Comics, and it has the American Comics backdrop. I have after that Black Adam, and I have then after that Magneto, and then on top of those I have like more Funkos kind of standing and displaying. So on top of Alan Scott's box there is Christmas C-3PO, and then a Chewbacca, and then on top of Black Adam is a Christmas Groot and Deathstroke, and on top of Magneto is, fittingly enough, Cable and Deadpool. More Funkos. There's a shelf I have that has Aquaman, Harley Quinn, Ray, Jared Leto's Joker, Captain Boomerang, and a semi-broken Taskmaster. Okay, interesting to know. Actually, hold on. Here, listen to this, guys. Listen to this. This is gonna be cool. Let's see if I can get him to interact. Groot, where's Star-Lord? Where's one of the phrases? Hold on. Where's the little phrase thingy? There's a little paper I have of phrases. Groot, play music. Groot, dance. Can you dance? God damn it. How about, where's Rocket? Groot, where's Rocket? Bro, you suck. I'm just kidding. But no, I was trying to get like Groot to talk. I do have a short of Groot talking. It's in my shorts somewhere, but there's an old short I did of when I first got the thing. It literally interacts. It like rotates his head. He blinks. He says, "I am Groot." It's cute and everything. I don't remember all the phrases that gets him, you know, to say "I am Groot," but there's like things that you can tell him, like, "Hey, there's Thanos," or stuff like that, and he'll be like, "I am Groot," and things like that. It's great. It's cute. But he doesn't want to do it, which is funny. I know I have a paper somewhere of all the little terms. And I know it's past 12, but I want to find it real quick, and then if I can't, then oh well. Probably not. Give him a whack! I don't know about that. It's just, the thing is, it's programmed to certain key words and key terms. It's not gonna respond to certain things. Like, it'll respond to some stuff. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. I have, well actually I have more Funko Pops, like I said, but I forgot near my dresser is, the, what was it? What would you call him? Not Ultimate, but,
This place is pajamas.
the Ultron, hold on. Infinity Ultron, the Infinity Killmonger, yeah, from, Marvel's What If. But in like that neon green, neon pink colors to it, yeah. No, it always works. Nah, I'm not gonna break the thing. It was worth quite a lot, so I don't want to like bang it. Also, I have right by my TV is a little Godzilla. It's an old-looking Godzilla, and he has one of those little things that in the back of his head. You push the button, he looks like he's spitting out fire. It's great. The little mini guy. It's one of those little mini bags or those mini surprise bags. And behind the TV is C-3PO. Like, not like a big C-3PO, but he's kind of like probably 8 inches, maybe 10 inches. Actually, no. Maybe not. Wait, 10 inch maybe? 10 inch? Yeah, something like that. Maybe 9 inch, 10 inch C-3PO. He's not doing anything, but sometimes I'd kind of like have his hand up, and I'd say he's doing the Heil 5. But if you get that joke, then you might not get the joke. But if you guys get it, you get it. But anywho, I think we're gonna wrap up now. I think that's what we're gonna do. I think we'll make. You know what? Anna would be a gardener. That's what I think would be cute.
Would you like to do something together?
Maybe next time. Yeah, that's fine. Go enjoy, go eat, do what you gotta do. I'm gonna wrap up anyways, Breaking Beast. You have a great rest of your day. And then any of you that are still here in the chat, if you want to leave anything, you want to leave any questions before we go, feel free to do so. And then we will take a look at those, and then I will end it off and sign off very shortly. If that sounds fair to all of you. I think that's fair, because it's fair but not square, because squares are boring. But even though we didn't get through a lot in terms of this episode, I think we still covered a lot of like bases, I think, honestly. I know later after this I'm gonna probably grab something to drink. That's for sure. Grab something to drink and all that stuff. I'm gonna watch probably the rest of that video of Brady, so I can see more of those games that came out, because all I know is that it was the Sonic and Pac-Man game that was like the crossover thing, and then there was the mention of the Legacy of the Dark Knight, and let me see, where is it? Where you at? Yeah, 11 minutes in, and it was other things like Monster Hunter and some other things that I was like, okay, I guess, sure. Let me see. Yeah, that's exactly it. Yeah, he moves his arms around, he blinks, he has his head up, he does a little dance, not like a full dance, but he's able to articulate his hands a little bit, articulate his eyes and his head. He doesn't move his feet, but it's just cute. Yeah, give that short some love, honestly. It's been a good couple years since that, I've did that. Oh man. Playing Lego Batman. Ooh, okay, I see ya. That's actually a good idea. It's a good idea. I might check that out later. Maybe I will. I just might. Actually, that might be the third time that might be the third time they've played Lego Batman. Which I'm not saying that's bad, but just making observation, if I'm being frank. Because, like, the first time they played it was, like, when they was, like, probably, what, 10 years ago? Maybe almost 20 years ago? And then they did it recently, or in recent years, for, I think it was, like, after the pandemic or something. I remember, what was it? Luke and Amber all of a sudden were just making, what was it? They were doing, like, random bits, and Luke's like, what are you doing? And Amber's like, I'm trying to have fun! Or something that I remember they clipped and shorted, I don't remember. And now they're playing it again, which is like, oh my gosh. It's great. I'll give you guys 2 more minutes. If you guys want to leave anything else, feel free to do so. If not, I'm gonna cut it off. Cut it out! Gonna cut off! That's the cut off time frame. That's it, You get cut off. You get what you get. You don't get upset. But next time we do stream, which I have no idea when, maybe tomorrow. I'm not going to make any promises, but if we do, hypothetically, it would be Ace Attorney. So we would do episode 4 of Ace Attorney. But we'll see what happens. We didn't get to do a lot of the voices today, which is fine. Because usually this game and Ace Attorney are the ones where I get to make up voices and get to kind of do impressions a little bit. It's kind of fun. It's a little bit of fun. Actually, I just realized something. It's probably an obvious fact, but I wouldn't put it past if the voice actor, the original voice actor of Starscream, was also Cobra Commander in G.I. Joe. Because I just thought of the whole Cobra! And then at the same time I was like, yeah, that kind of would be him. If you think about it.
Lord Megatron! Your leadership of the Decepticons is over! Cobra!
Wow, talk about typecast. If you think about it, always playing the right-hand man. Yo, I'm gonna need a right-hand man. Anyways, I think that is going to do it for today, people. Thank you so much for watching. As always, if you like this video, please smash the like button. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe to our videos every day for every week. Make sure you ring that bell to do new videos every day every week. Share the video with any friends. All the good stuff and more. Leave suggestions down in the comments. You name it. I'll look at it as best as possible. For every time we do a stream, what I like to do for all of you is give little shoutouts, because what happens is during live streams, if you leave something in the comments, or not in the comments, but if you leave something during the live chat, it doesn't have to be anything important. It could be literally something as simple as a hi, a hello, or if you were engaging during the stream in one way, shape, or form or another, my brain here, my brain that is not the sharpest tool in the shed, but at the same time has its smartest little sparks of inspiration, sometimes looks at the chat and goes, hey, this person was here because they left a comment. This person was also here too, and that person was here as well. You know what? All these people that were here during this little black box here with all these texts, I'm gonna give them all shoutouts, because they all deserve a little appreciation for at least tuning in, watching, liking, and engaging in the community. So, for all of you that did tune in, during the community and engage with every one of you. Ruben was here, Mage was here, Tom was here. I saw Breaking Beast showed up at one point. Ruben, yeah, was here. I'm trying to make sure I got everybody. Ruben, yes. I don't think Brandon was here, but that's okay. And of course, Foley Vora. And I think I'm gonna take a look-see at your stuff here, Foley Vora. Oh, damn. I guess there's nothing set up for Foley Vora on his channel. Or their channel. Don't want to assume, you know, don't want to assume, can't assume things nowadays. But, from what it sounded like, maybe perhaps, you know, just a little idea for you, Foley Vora. If you want to post content, you can maybe share things about your characters, and I think that would maybe bring people some interest. You know, I don't know, whatever floats your boat, just an idea. But anywho, I'm gonna give you a boop subscribe because you're a supporter, so I'm gonna support you back, and that's how things work around here. But anyways, thank you Breaking Beast for showing up. I'm about to wrap up, and then if you want, you can check out, check out my videos. Check out my videos. Maybe tomorrow I might do a stream. Can't promise anything. I really can't. But if you want to, engage in the community, there's all sorts of videos to check out, all sorts of things I'm going to have. I have reviews, I have top 10s, I have, there's vlogs, there's shorts, there's whatever you feel in the mood to, whatever you think, hey, I'm interested in this, I want to go check it out, go for it. Whatever floats your boat. I do apologize that it's, you came in like the last second, but it's okay. What matters the most is that you were here, you engaged with everybody, and that your little chat matters, and all that other stuff, and you matter, and all of you matter. So don't forget that, all of you here. Thank you all so much for watching. I will see you all next time.